You're listening to
Tipsy Book Reads.
I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Jess.
And we're tipsy. Too many books on my TBR. This podcast is like a book club for the antisocial. We make a drink inspired by the book we read and talk crap about life and fictional characters. We really hope you listen and drink along.
Side effects of listening to this podcast may include reading vivaciously, extreme bouts of laughter, tipsiness from craft cocktails, talking shit about life and fictional characters. Listen at your own risk.
Just a warning, this podcast is explicit. We are all over 21 and there are spoilers.
We warned ya.
Heyo. How's it going?
Good.
Good.
How are ya?
Guess what world we're in? Oh, I'm good.
Good.
I'm excited to talk about this book.
Me too.
Guess what world we're in? John's world. It was very interesting. Did you read the little extras?
No, I didn't. Did you?
Yeah, some of it.
Achiever.
Some of it I did read because it was very interesting. But oh my gosh, I loved this book.
Yeah.
It was so good.
So it's like based or it's inspired by Norse mythology, but this is not
A retelling.
right.
No.
Like this is totally different gods and
Yeah, so he explains it in the book is like he took different tales and stuff and put them kind of like together. So it's
which
not
I think is so cool.
so cool. I love it. So it's not like a genuine retelling, but I love it.
I kind of like the inspired by because then you're not like attached to the idea of like whatever retelling you know in your head.
Yeah.
You know? I think
You
it
can have
kind
more
of gives
freedom
it,
with it.
yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it was really cool.
Me too. I definitely loved it. Do you want to give a little synopsis of it? You did so well last time.
Oh God. Okay. I don't know. You're normally so good at this, and I'm not my strong suit. But okay, so it follows three main characters, right? We have Elvar, Orca, and what is his name? Varg. So it's in a Nordic world, and there are these gods that died in a battle of gods, and you will be punished if you serve them. And their offspring are called the Tainted Ones. And so basically it follows these three different characters, and we don't know how they align, but they're warriors and they're totally badass, and they have different things that they're after. So Orca is trying to find her son. Elvar is a part of the Battlegrim, and Varg is working towards becoming part of the Bloodsworn. And his main goal with that is to get the, what is it called?
A skull, I think. A-S-K-A,
Yes.
but with a little thing and then L-L.
Yes, so in a skull from a Seether Witch.
Which I incorrectly said last time. It's not a gathering of spirits. It's where you can gather the spirits, but it's to relive the last memory of the person that died.
Which is wild.
Yeah.
Wild. So basically they all have these different things, and obviously somehow the stories are going to overlap, but they're all total badasses, and yeah.
That was really good. Yeah, that was really good. And if you haven't read it yet, stop, save this recording, like it, go read it, and then come back to us. Because guess what? Spoilers. We warned ya.
Yeah, for sure. I have a friend that was texting me about it. I was like, I really think you'd like this. And he was like, it's on my TBR, but I've been trying not to watch your stuff because I haven't read it yet.
Just save it.
Yeah.
My brother is reading this with us.
I love it.
So I was talking with him yesterday because he was like, send me whatever, like, thing you made with the characters and who they are, because he's listening to it. So,
gotcha.
Yeah. So it's been interesting, like, hearing from him and I like it.
But he gets the pronunciations.
He does. He gets the pronunciations. I still don't know if I'd be able to. I should have him just record a bunch of voice memos of what they are.
Yes.
That's what I should have done.
Yeah. So shout out to him who's reading it. Shout out to whoever else is reading it with us. I shout out to BSing Sports. Another podcast, a football podcast, but they were like, what are you reading? And I like told them just a little snippet about it. They're like, oh, I'm in. It's on my TBR. Let's go.
It's so good.
Yeah.
We had a few people comment on our TikTok saying that they've, like, that's been on their TBR and they're moving it up to number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
do it. It's
I love
amazing.
it. Yeah, it's really good. It's just funny. I feel like sometimes with these books, like I've never heard of them before. And then, like, once it's on my radar, I find a bunch of people that are reading them, and I just love that.
I can't wait for the next ones, too.
Oh, there's not a release date for the third, and I'm like, I need the second one right now. But then, like, I have to wait.
Yeah. But that last page, he really just said, I'm not even going to do anything. I'm just going to stop writing.
Literally.
He just stopped.
I finished this, like, a day before Becca did, and she's like, I need a timeline. I was like, it'll make sense on the last paragraph, literally, like, the last sentence.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh
my gosh. Let's do a little bit of a character breakdown. So Varg, like you explained, he's one of the ones that are working to be Bloodsworn. He's, what we found out, is tainted, which we had guessed last episode. Elvar is a badass warrior in the battle. And then Orca is also another badass warrior who is connected to
the
Lorner.
Bloodsworn.
Yeah, the leader of the Bloodsworn. It's her deceased,
right?
Yeah, I was gonna say deceased husband's brother, but yeah, brother-in-law, which is crazy. So now they have to go find his wife, which I didn't catch until he came in. He was like, "Let's go find my wife," and I was like, "What? Did I miss this?"
because the whole when he was like because he's a berserker, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when he was like having his rage, and the other people explained to Varg, like, "Oh, by the way, we're all tainted, including you."
Here's the thing. Varg was like, "Oh,
yeah," because Varg's like, "Why is he so mad? That's not human."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Yeah, well, that was his wife, and he's not completely human."
Yeah.
Neither
which
are
is
you.
crazy. And then we have Rokia, who is part of that blood swarm along with Svik and Val, which is who we just were speaking of. But she's also, what is that name? Something that's like a different term for magic. Like she like was educated in magic.
Yes. Golderman?
Something like that, yeah.
I think it's Golderman.
And then I kept pronouncing it USPA because it reminded me of you. Anyways, it doesn't matter.
I think it's USPA?
Yeah, probably. But I was like, it's a mailing service.
Fair enough.
Anyways, she's looking for her kid, and she is also a lot of things.
Yes.
She's a lot of things wrapped into one.
But she's a Guther witch, whatever they're called. Yes. What are we drinking?
Oh, no. What you drinking?
All they drink in this frickin' book is mead.
Literally.
So I hope you like mead.
Because that's what we're drinking. I'm too scared to bring it over here. It's so full.
I made like a mead old fashioned. So whiskey and yeah, I sipped mine down a little bit. The fumes.
Woo! I'm breathing fire. It's amazing.
It's literally just bitters.
Yeah.
It like replace simple syrup with mead, and you have it. And we did muddled blackberries.
Yeah, I'm too scared to bring it over because mine's still too tall. Full.
One of those. So yeah.
Here we go. It's hit me already. Oh yeah. Aw.
Cheers.
You'll see it. You saw hers. It looks just like that. The cutest little cups. Where'd you get those?
I thrifted them, like all my cool cups.
I love that. And then if there's any cool like glass people that follow us, send us your glassware. We'll use it in our podcast.
For sure. We love fun glassware. I mean, these definitely are not whiskey glasses, but we do what we want.
Yeah, I mean, that is like fantasy.
Yeah, it's like a goblet.
Yeah, I like that. I love that. And I also really like that drink. You should definitely make that. And if you do, tag us in it.
Yeah, if you need a strong drink.
Share it, tag it, love it. Okay, so do we want to just jump right into scattered thoughts, or do you want to talk about predictions?
Maybe scattered thoughts and then predictions at the end.
Okay. Sounds good. Where do we even start?
Oh gosh, I don't know. What is with this man? Just like anytime I find a favorite character, he kills him.
I'm like, no mercy.
Nope. It's like
death to all.
Why do we? I don't know. And it's like He hasn't killed any of the main characters, but why do I like not?
No, but
why
I
am
got
more
I got
attached
nervous
to-
about Orca. I did. I got a little nervous about her. I was like, oh boy.
Yeah, I really liked Torvik.
I know, me too.
R.I.P. He was
so
just
sad.
such a pure soul, and he was like kept calling Varg brother, and that was the first time Varg was like,
I'm really struggling over here.
no,
Okay, I'm good. Sorry for those not. I don't even know if you could see that on camera, but I literally took a sip and it was like just muddled berries, and then I couldn't like get it out like in a classy way. So what were you saying?
Rip Torvik.
Oh yeah. R.I.P. So sad.
Such a pure soul.
Mm-hmm. Dang. Yeah, I agree. There was a lot going on.
And then they wouldn't let him put a weapon in his hand.
Dude. Wrong. That was wrong.
R.I.P.
That was wrong. That whole scene I had to read, I think twice, because I was like, my eyes were trying to skip ahead to figure out what happens, and I was like, stop it. You gotta read every sentence, every word. But yeah, because there was a lot going on. I was like, oh my gosh, is he gonna take up the oath? Like, what is he gonna do?
Yeah. There were quite a few scenes in this that I was like, wait, I gotta go back. What is happening?
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
intense.
It is. My favorite thing is Thought Cage.
Me too. And Deep Cunning.
Yeah. So I did kind of go a little bit on Reddit and see what people were talking about, which there's a good following on Reddit. And a lot of people do not like Thought Cage. But I loved the responses of people being like, this is a 13th century English whatever saying and blah, blah, blah. And like they gave the history on it. It was really cool. So if you want to kind of dive into more of the history of this, go to Reddit. It was interesting.
What did Tyler call it?
Oh, no. What was it? Dang it. It was something funny.
Yeah, it was something
Clever.
similar, but enough to like make it funny. Dang, I don't know. Anyways,
My Thought Cage is tired.
same. How about the Seether witches being sisters?
Dude.
All the little connections.
There's
were
so many connections.
Cool.
So many connections.
And I feel like 90% of this book, I was like, there's no connection. And then I was like, oh, wait, they're all connected.
I think even half of it, when we finished it, we were like, how does this work? And it was connected the whole time.
Yup.
Full circle.
Yup. And Dreka being Ilska's brother. The one that Orca's trying to kill.
Yeah. And that whole scene, yeah. Oh my god. Like when it was like Dreka, I was like, he's here. Oh my gosh. And there's the children. Okay, where's Brekka? Someone find Brekka.
Right? And beyond.
Yeah.
Beyond.
I wonder which of the children she's with at the very end. Like, do you think? I don't know.
I wonder if Beyond is with her and Brekka's with.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Like a trade off, and then that's how the two of them meet.
Somehow?
Yeah.
Maybe.
The USPA
and Orca.
USPA.
Yeah, I don't know. There's so many connections, and it was so good. And I kind of loved how long it took us to get to that point, and how we were talking about the timeline. I really do think it's like, this is what's happening at this very time.
Yeah, it's hard to tell when you're doing 3 different characters in 3 different places, because then you're like, okay, what happened first, or is this happening like 3
consecutively?
Here's the 3 of them that all happened in the same period. Here comes the next 3, like that kind of thing, which it definitely is. But yeah, and then oh my gosh, so Varg, I love that he didn't end up taking up the oath of the evil guy.
Yeah.
That's how I kept referring to him in my notes as the evil guy. I don't even remember what. So I was glad about that, and then that it actually was beneficial that happened, not just like there was a real reason.
Yeah.
I love all of the Bloodsworn. I love all of them and that whole story. And Rokia being low-key really funny. Because even when he was like, if this is good luck, then I don't know what is bad luck. And she just points at the person that's dead and says,
that's bad luck.
And when, what's his name? The leader, Glornir or whatever. Yeah.
R.I.P.
When he offers the oath and calls him Varg no sense.
Yeah, it's so funny. Oh, yeah, Glornir. And then Agnar is R.I.P. He's the one of the...
Dude, I knew he was going to die.
Yeah, but fuck Bjorn, dude.
I would just like to say, this is my first note. I don't trust the dude, Bjorn.
Yeah.
And then I got to do a little arrows, I called it.
For sure. Especially when Grind didn't trust him.
That's when I didn't
red
trust him.
flags.
Yeah. Where's our red flags? Oh, they're over there. They're across the room. I'm not kidding.
Bjorn's red flag.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah, he was so freaking weird. When was it? All I wrote was, holy shit, everything is starting to come together, but I didn't write a page, so I don't know what. Maybe it was the battle. I don't know. Something made me write that. But it wasn't long after that. I don't trust the dude. I don't know. Do we think she's tainted also?
I kind of get that vibe sometimes. Especially because, like, when the tree lady kept saying, like, don't come closer, and then Elvar was intentionally like, oh, she's talking about them. I'm wondering if, like, she actually wasn't talking about them, but talking about her.
That is a good point. And then when she was addressing all of them at first, and she said, I smell the very subtle blood, she paused on her.
And said, like, which gods? And then, like, okay, that covers Bjorn being, like, the rat. And then,
I love it.
And then they had, did they have Uspa with them or whatever?
Yes.
Yeah. So she called out. So she called out several different gods and like said she smells their blood, but there were only certain that were accounted for. So like, there's definitely more tainted.
Yeah. I definitely think all three of them, are tainted.
Yeah.
And that's gonna play a huge part in getting that dragon back, or maybe. I don't know. We don't know enough about like the actual war of the gods to kind of have an idea of, okay, what happened, what made them kill them.
Yeah, that's true. But I think that with Elvar, definitely something with her mom is going to come up because it seems like a touchy subject, and maybe she's the one that was like tainted and passed that on to Elvar, because I don't think it's her dad.
No, he's a little bit gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I definitely think all three of them are, especially that ending last page. Orca has to be. And there's so many hints where she's like, everything suddenly goes clear and I can see everything better and my teeth sharpen and like,
Orca
come on.
For sure is.
Come on. Just what is it?
Didn't it mention it?
No, it just has been giving like hints. It's never said that she was tainted.
Okay, because we know Thorkel was
for sure.
Berserker, right?
Sure. Yeah.
And then Varg is Fox.
Mm-hmm. Cunning.
I kind of feel like Orca might be Fox too.
With the teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish we had like a list of the gods.
Yeah.
I wonder if there isn't back. I don't think so. Well,
probably
who knows?
On the interwebs.
Oh, and the author, he's in a Viking reenactment group.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. He's so cool. And he like played bass or something in a rock and roll band too for a while.
Amazing.
Yeah. He's such a cool person, it looks like.
Look at him in his Brynja. Is that what that's called?
Yeah. So cool.
Love it.
Just seeing if he answered it in one of the Q&As. I don't think so. It doesn't look like it.
Probably online there's a list.
Yeah.
Not people calling Varg Biter.
Oh my gosh, right?
He does love to bite.
He does. That's gross because he's a fox. Okay, yeah, I don't see any.
So, are the fisherman's sons, are they dead? Because they weren't with Orca at the end. And the one got stabby stabbed.
Yes, and we don't know what happened after that. So, either they're just giving her space She's like looking a little scary right now. I can picture that like almost a Renaissance painting or something.
Yeah.
You know, of her just covered in blood and oh, our Dobby is back. Our Spurt.
Oh my god, that was
and
amazing.
Vesley. Oh my gosh, and the Ravens. I knew the Ravens were gonna come back.
I knew that because this book like puts a lot on like
foreshadowing a little bit.
Foreshadowing and then also like honor and like blood debts and stuff. So I knew when she saved them that they were gonna save her. But I didn't expect them to bring Vesley and Spurt.
I loved it. Oh my gosh, I was so excited when they were like, "We found a friend." I was like, "Oh my god, which one?" It was both of them.
I still cannot picture what the heck Spurt is.
I don't want to know.
I was looking up Vaesen and there's board games. Like I want to get the games.
Let's do it. We would go so far into a hyperfixation.
That's true.
This is why I haven't picked up D&D because I know that it would just be not healthy.
Yeah, I feel that. But I was looking it up and it's basically Norse lore of these like various nightmarish creatures and like stories that you would tell kids to like make them not leave their beds and stuff. You know, like oh, you can't do this or this Vaesen's gonna eat you.
It's like the games, like you said.
Yeah.
Horror role play.
Nordic horror role play.
Oh, but scary. I love it. Let's do it. I love it.
So yeah, Spurt and Vesley to the rescue. I just like picture Vesley's voice like so cute and like
me too. Oh, I love it. They just want to find Brecca too. They're bestie.
Yeah.
If he ends up dying, I don't think so, but
no.
Interesting. The whole battle scene at the very end was insane.
Yeah.
The dragon, that's obviously this. And so Anyways.
Yeah, I have lots of questions.
Yeah, about the cover.
And the 3 sisters that were trying to like
were squashed. That went on for an entire paragraph describing
just to be
how she was stepped on and then ground into the that was so bad.
This book is a bit gory.
A bit. Oh, trigger warnings. Oh my gosh. Gory, war, death. Very descriptive. Everything. I think that's it.
Yeah.
That sums it up. Murder. Okay, sorry. That though, yeah, I'm so sorry. That is the trigger warnings. Those are the trigger warnings for that. So, which I think is a good place to just kind of pause for a moment and help me get this drink down a little bit because I'm going to spill it on this couch. Okay, we'll be back.
This episode is brought to you in part by Fern and Fable Books, a little local bookshop in Ormond Beach, Florida. Make sure to check out their website. You can purchase their books online or in store.
We're back. I feel like I sound really creepy when I say that. We're back. But anyways, so we were talking about the battle, right? And the sisters and all of that craziness. I'm so glad, number one, that both Elvar and I just realized I didn't write him down on the character breakdown. What's his name? The one that's bloodsworn to her. Grend. I can't believe I didn't write him down. Grend is bloodsworn to Elvar, which I loved. I love that they survived. I was real nervous the few chapters before when they got attacked by the, what was it? Was it the Vaesen?
Ilska. Oh, yeah. The Tenors.
Yeah.
Which is what's her face is.
Yeah. Listen, that was scary. I was like, no, not Grend. He's the best.
Not them eating everybody's teeth.
Anyways.
And then was it freaking Varg? Who was it that like saw Tenor like snacking on nuts and was like, "Oh, those are teeth, not nuts."
Yeah. Wasn't it Varg? Yeah.
Yikes.
That was funny. That was gross. Ugh. Anyways. So gross. I'm glad they survived through the battle though. I mean, I don't even know who would be freaking left. I mean, with that.
Yeah, no. Dang. So is Grend gonna be the leader of the Bloodsworn now, or the Battlegram now?
He has the most experience.
Agnar's rip.
Dude, that was crazy.
That was crazy. He made it through that freaking battle with Elska's tainted brother just to be killed by Bjor.
Yeah, that was lame.
Bjor was like, he got what he deserved.
What did he whisper to him? Because it says he bent down and whispered, and I was like, oh, what is he saying? And then it's like,
I want to know.
Sword goes through chest.
I needed an extendable ear.
Yes.
I mean, Bjor has a point. Like, obviously, like, Agnar, bro, you shouldn't be a slaver. Like, the tainted are humans.
His point is valid. We're not talking about the moral of that.
But also, like, there's, so Ilska's, what are they called? Raven feeders. And then there's the Bloodsworn.
Okay. Raven feeders, Bloodsworn, the
Battlegram.
Battlegram.
But the Bloodsworn and the Raven feeders are both like armies of tainted ones.
Yes.
But I feel like morally very different. Like, Ilska she's the one actually seems to be in charge of taking the tainted children. So, like, obviously morally not so sound, even though Bjor thinks that he's morally better than everybody else. Like, whereas with the Bloodsworn, they're an army of the tainted, but they seem to be on a better path than Ilska and the Raven Feeders. Like, they're actually trying to free one of the children, right? Or they will be after they meet up with Orca.
Yeah.
And Ilska's literally doing the opposite.
Yeah, so what's she going to do with all those kids now? Like, are they going to keep those kids and raise them up as warriors, or are they just...
Well, and what was the whole, like...
They needed them to open everything.
Yeah.
So that was creepy that she, like, made them do it.
Yeah. Well, because they all have thrall collars on now.
But you're right. So, like, slavery bad. Like, that... Obviously, yeah. Not good on both ends. And I felt like that throughout the whole book, which I'm sure everyone reading this book would feel that. Especially because we have no idea why the god tainted are even the ones being targeted.
Right.
Like, and then, not that they should be, but just we don't know that whole story yet. And so I almost feel like there should be a prequel or something. And then I just totally lost my train of thought. I was like, ooh, a prequel. What would it be? Anyways, but yeah, so we don't know any of that, and like, so that's wrong. But then so is taking children, like you just said. Like,
yeah, I feel like it's very hypocritical of Bjor to follow Ilska when she's literally putting thrall collars on the tainted children. And
he's killing the parents that are tainted.
Yeah.
Why are you killing more tainted people?
Right.
Wouldn't you try to reason with them and say, like, hey, we've come up with this plan to, like, save all of us. And here it is, and we need your kids.
Right. And throwing thrall collars on the children is not solving anything.
No,
and
it's literally doing the exact same thing.
Yes. Like, you are no better than the people that you are killing and condemning. Like, you're a hypocrite. Why? I don't understand. Like, and Bjor is willing to follow her. Like, I'm sorry.
Huh?
You're the one that's saying tainted ones are humans also. Yes, exactly, including
so
the
are those children. Yeah.
He's Delulu.
He is Delulu. A lot of people in this book, Delulu.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to see where it's going to go. But I'm like, bruh, she's a hypocrite.
100%. 100%. I mean, I don't know. I'm so excited to read this next one because I hope that it dives down deep into a little bit more of all of that. Even though this book was so dense, it was still like a surface level of what
Yeah.
this whole story is. And that's not in a bad way. I'm not saying that in like a...
Yeah. There's just a lot going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of just like jump right in,
Yeah.
which I love. I think
That's
that did make it take longer for me to get into it. But again, not always a bad thing.
Right.
You don't need to be absolutely in love with the book from the first page. I don't know.
Yeah. That is why, like, people that DNF books after, like, halfway through is, like, my biggest pet peeve. Because I'm like... especially when they rate it. It's like, if you DNF'd it...
Don't rate it. That's the only thing that I feel like I will die on a hill. Why are you rating a book that you didn't finish?
Yeah.
You shouldn't do that. I don't know.
It's like you have no idea what that second half of the book holds.
Yeah, I agree. I think that is it's a very frustrating thing.
Zero credibility.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Anyways, so yeah, I'm excited. We're not covering the rest of this on the podcast, but I'll definitely be reading the rest of this.
Yeah, because I'm not waiting to read the second book.
No, absolutely
And
not.
we already have our end of year planned out.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
But back to your like do not finish thing. The Crescent City series is so good. And if I had DNF'd it at the point that I wanted to, I would have never experienced that.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of world building. And like it's a lot of something that you have to get through to understand the rest of the book. Like there's no way.
It's all the memes that are like nobody knew what was going on in the first 100 pages, and if you say you do, you're lying.
Yeah. I'm glad that I finished that book. But there are some books that I'm like, I don't think I'd like this. I'm gonna just take it off my shelf. I'm not gonna DNF it.
Right.
Or I am gonna DNF it. I'm not gonna rate it.
Yeah, no.
But anyways, do you have anything else to talk about? There's so much. So if you want to chat with us on Discord, let us know, because we will jump on Discord only if you guys want to.
For sure.
We're not gonna sit there and wait.
No. For sure. But yeah, I mean, of course there's tons to talk about, but I'm excited. I want to get the next one. I need a release date for the third one.
I know. Hello. I mean, he's a little busy. He has 4 children, and like I stalked his Instagram a little bit, and I think they just had one.
Wow.
So
busy.
So fair, but also we need to know what happens.
Right.
We'll babysit.
For sure. Okay. Well, what kept you up? What kept you home?
Or do you have any predictions?
Oh yeah.
I didn't write any down. But I think the 3 of them, Alvar, Varg, and Orca, they are all going to be some sort of part of being like, hey, you guys are all wrong in this. Let's come together and figure this out.
Yeah.
But I do think it's hard to make a prediction based off of what we don't know really what happened in the last war.
Yeah.
And what the moral of the story is from there.
That's true. Like we had said before, I definitely think Elvar is a tainted one.
Mm-hmm.
And we're already just starting to see some of the overlap. So we know that Orca is now, like, the story with Varg is going to be, like, together now because of the whole brother-in-law situation. And then the 2 different, like, the sisters, the witch sisters, that's how they're going to come together, obviously. But I wonder, like, are the Bloodsworn and the Battlegrim going to, like, merge?
I think now that What's-His-Face is gone, possibly. Yes. I think so. That's a good point.
And that'll, like...
I wonder if Gren is connected in any way to the Bloodsworn, too.
Yeah. And I think that'll, like I said before, relate to Elvar's mother, because he is sworn to Elvar as a protector because of the mother situation, which we still don't have a whole lot of information on. But I could see a connection there, because what we didn't even talk about, the freaking fabled skull splitter is Orca.
Oh my gosh, yes! Because he said, that was so good. It was like Orca skull splitter.
Right, because they were talking about, like, this fabled person who used to be the leader of the Bloodsworn, right? Or the Battlegrim.
Oh. Oh, I thought it was Bloodsworn, but now that you just said that, I'm not positive.
I don't remember, but anyway, it's got to be the Bloodsworn, right?
It's
Bloodsworn because Varg had heard about it.
Yes, and they all have the weird names.
Yes, so used to be like the leader of them, right? And they like people were like, oh, I think the like skull splitter died or whatever, but really she went to go live her best life. Yes,
because Varg was like, why this powerful person die? That's right. So it was that.
Yeah, she's not dead. She's
100% tainted.
Her baby just went and had their life, and now Thorkel's R.I.P. So she's like, all right, let's split some skulls. I just love when she's like, I need to find more people to kill.
I know, right? She's like, who? She's so cool.
Always her first plan being like, go into a room and just kill everybody.
And she does.
She does.
She does.
She really does.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so all good theories, I think. All good senses where we're at. What kept you up and what kept you home?
Okay, let's see. What kept me up?
I know I always write them down and then I don't differentiate.
Kept me home? What kept me?
I have mine if you want me to go first.
Yeah, go for it.
What kept me up are TikToks going viral. So thank you so much for all the new listeners.
Yes.
It really does mean a lot. It really does. So excited. And then of course all the hate we received too. But it comes with the territory. And then what kept me home? I have kind of two things. Finally feeling that cold weather. So excited with a little fireplace action. And then I might have mentioned this last time, finished lessons in chemistry. And I started to try and watch the series on Apple TV.
Boo.
I really keep trying to give it more of an effort, and it's the book was very close to being perfect. Very close. Like easily a 5-star for me.
Yeah.
But in terms of just like actually being perfect, super close. And so the little things that they changed that I think made the book so special, I don't know why. I don't know why. And so if you feel the same, I would love to chat because it's like I still like the show for itself because I think the casting is dead on. I mean, like Brie Larson as the main character, no one else could have played that part. Like she does it perfectly, but it's just the writing that I'm like, what the heck? Dang. Yeah. So that's kind of what kept me home.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Because I was watching at home.
This is why I just can't do adaptations.
But I'm so excited for Percy Jackson.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for Percy Jackson. And we did recently see Hunger Games, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and it was so good. They freaking nailed it.
And apparently there's a 3-hour copy.
Oh, I need to see it.
With all of the things. So this is what needs to happen. And this is what I was thinking in the theater. And I saw other people also like validating my feeling of having a intermission.
Yes.
When you know a book is being adapted to a movie and it's going to take a hot minute, I will watch a 4 to 5 hour movie.
For sure.
If there's an intermission to go get snacks and potty. And yeah, because at one point in the theater, I was like, I have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So bad. But there's no way I'm going to get up. I ended up getting up and missing something.
Same.
But yeah, I would totally watch it if they did that.
I would too. I think movies need intermissions anyways. I feel the same way with Marvel movies because it's like they're just slightly too long for me not to just get up, go to the bathroom, stretch my legs. But I'm going to miss something, you know? So
just a 5 to 10.
Yeah.
Even if like snacks are involved, maybe like a 15-minute intermission just to like go and get snacks and stuff like that, food. 100%. I don't know. But I want to see that. So there's a what's it called? A signature when you sign something, petition to get the 3-hour version out.
Dang.
The Francis Lawrence version.
I want to see it. Mm-hmm. And also like we grew up theater girlies, so we're used to intermissions. Like
do the intermission. It works for that. It'll work for this.
Yeah.
I agree.
Dang. Yeah. Okay. So what kept me home, I guess? Books that I've been reading. I finished A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon.
Give us an update.
I really liked it.
Cute. Okay.
As we all know, like, I'm not a huge romance girly, but it was not predictable and it was super cute. Like, obviously, you know, like, they're going to end up together or whatever, but, like, the steps to get there, it was not, like, it was super cute. Like,
that's so cool. I'm going to put that on my TBR.
Yeah, I thought it was really cute. And then I just recently started,
before you say that, how much of a breath of fresh air was this for no romance?
Oh my gosh.
Like, I never would have realized how much I needed a break from that.
Right.
Until I read this and I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I needed a little bit of a break.
That's so true. Just like standard high fantasy, because I feel like a lot of the fantasy we and I have been reading lately has been like romantasy,
which is we love it. But wow, needed a break.
There's like a time and a place for like all the different genres. So that, and then I also just recently started Tokyo Ever After, and I don't really know. Have you read it?
No.
I think it's a duology. So I don't have an update yet because I don't really know anything about it. But
Tokyo Ever After.
I've heard good things, so I'm excited.
I'm putting it down. Is it this?
Yeah.
That's so cute. What a cover.
Right?
Want to read.
So yeah, I just started that. And then what kept me up? Okay, so one of my friends reached out that he finally finished the Song of Achilles because I've been like bugging him to read it for a long time. And we had a very intense conversation about like just how incredible this book is, and now I want to reread. So
no, you're not allowed to reread right now.
That's gonna be keeping me up.
No, you're not allowed right now.
So I was like, dang, I just love that book. So I've been thinking about Song of Achilles now. And I'm not going to lie, there were like 2 or 3 different scenes in this that felt like Song of Achilles-esque. Like how the way that his writing is just like so matter of fact.
Oh,
there were several different battle scenes that like gave me that same feeling.
Yeah.
And then so I was kind of already thinking about that, and then my friend brought up that he read Song of Achilles, and that just like solidified. So yeah. And then I was talking to one of my friends, and we were talking about just books in general, and he was saying, because he knows I'm a big Harry Potter person, it's like a comfort read for me, and he was like, yeah, I always go back to like Harry Potter. And then he goes, and don't judge me, but also Percy Jackson. And I was like, same. I was like, me and Becca too. And to that point,
what a good segue. Guess what we're reading next? Percy Jackson, the Lightning Thief.
Yes, in honor of the show coming out. We're so excited. So we're going to, not that we haven't read this a million times, but we're going to do it again. And then
I wish I kept track how many times I read this book. But I didn't because I started so young. So I'm like, how would I know?
This and Harry Potter. Like, I've read them so many times, but like, I didn't get on Goodreads until like a year and a half, 2,
I would have
3
no
years
idea.
ago, whatever. So have no freaking clue.
Easily, and I've taken such good care. This is the copy that I've read over and over again. Look how good of a like care I've taken care. Wait, what?
How good you've taken care of it.
The alcohol is hitting me. Anyways,
amazing. Yeah, I don't have my original copies. I think when we moved years ago, I think like everything got sold.
Technically, I read them on Kindle first with my little down. You know what? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I found it on YouTube first, and then I read it on Kindle, and then I bought it.
Who knows? One of those
well,
things.
you know. But anyways, yeah, we're very excited. We'll release the chapters because I did not.
I also did not, but we'll
Such
talk
a quick
about it.
read. Like,
yeah. Obviously, we'll blow
what's
through
half
it.
of 22? Is that actually the last one?
11?
No, I meant it. I mean, is that actually the last chapter number?
Oh, I don't
22.
know. Did you just make that up?
Yeah, I think it is actually. Yeah, 22.
Okay, so 1 through 11.
Yeah, 11. That's really funny.
That is funny. So
Chapters
the
11.
first 187 pages.
We will read. It's a quick read, guys. And then if you saw in our stories, or if you follow Rick, he posted what the episodes are going to be based on.
Stunning.
So you will be ready. You will be ready.
So excited.
I'm so hyped.
I need the shirt that says I accidentally vaporized my pre-algebra teacher.
Me too. I will be sporting my Camp Half-Blood sweatshirt next week. So
10 out of 10.
yes, love it. So exciting. Wow, I can't believe we're in December. Anyways.
Like, subscribe, follow at Tipsy Book Reads wherever you get your podcasts.
And leave us a little review. It really does help. It makes us go a little higher on everyone's maybe seeing on their feed For You page.
Yeah, so stay tipsy.
Bye.